Hey there guys, I am so excited today because, why? Because I am bringing you guys the first episode in my new series I'm doing called Netflix Hidden Gems. Basically, once a week I'm going to be doing a review of a Netflix movie that's on Netflix currently right now. It's streaming, so you can watch it whenever you want. You can watch it on your TV, you can watch it on your phone, you can watch it on your computer, whatever you want. And I really am excited for this series because it's a great opportunity for me to show off movies that I think are really well underrated, and I think that you guys will really enjoy it, and I myself really enjoyed them. And I realize that you guys can't always get to the theater, you can always afford the ticket price. I get free movies, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. Honestly, before I worked at the movie theater, I only got to the theater once or twice a year just because it's such a drive and because the ticket price is so much. But this is a great opportunity for me to show off movies that you guys can watch whenever and whatever time you want. So in this first episode, I'm going to be reviewing a movie called Creep. Now, Creep came out in 2014. It is a found footage horror film. It stars Mark Duplass, you may know from other things such as Safety Not Guaranteed, which was a smaller independent film in 2012, which I think is a really awesome movie. Also, he was in a movie called The Lazarus Effect with Olivia Wilde, which came out a few months ago and was also a horror movie. He's also a main character on the show The League, which I think that show is fucking awesome, so you should check those things out if you haven't seen those. But yeah, let's review this movie. So Creep starts out with a character named Aaron, who is in his late 20s. He's a typical guy. He has money problems. He sees an ad on Craigslist for a guy who needs him to come and film him for a day, and he will pay the dude a shit ton of money. So what does Aaron do? He grabs his camera, drives up to this guy's cabin where we meet Joseph, played by Mark Duplass, and things get a little weird. So that's all I'm going to tell you guys about the plot, because I don't want to spoil anything else about this movie, but this movie is freaking awesome. One of the greatest things about this movie is the realism, the realistic effect of it. It adds so much more to the movie because unlike demons and stuff like that, this stuff could really happen. You could, meet a guy on Craigslist and he could be a creepy psychopath. That's what this movie really plays on, that fact, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. What I really dug about this movie, though, was the performance by Mark Duplass. Not only did this guy direct this movie and act in it, but his performance in it was amazing. He did such a fantastic job in this movie. He stays in that gray area between total creeper and psychopath, and on the other end you have a guy that you kind of feel sorry for, and he stays right in the middle of that. So throughout the entire movie up until the very end, you don't know whether to feel sorry for this guy or to be really creeped out and get the hell away from him. That was what really intrigued me about this movie, because until the last 5 minutes of the movie you didn't really know what was going on. It totally messed with your mind. You didn't know whether you should root for this guy or feel bad for him. Very similar to The Gift, which came out recently, which starred Joel Edgerton, and Joel Edgerton's character in that movie was very similar to Mark Duplass's. The only difference is in this movie, Mark Duplass is really creepy. Joel Edgerton was one of my favorite performances of the year, if not my favorite performance of the year so far, but Mark Duplass in this movie, especially with such a low budget he had and also having to direct this movie, did such a fantastic and phenomenal job portraying this really creepy guy, but at times that you felt a little sorry for. The idea of found footage really suits this movie and really plays on it, and it really works well with this movie. Movies like The Gallo, which came out recently, had no reason to be found footage. If it was a movie that wasn't found footage, it would have been the same piece of shit that it was. This movie, the found footage idea of it plays into this movie and really services the plot really well, and I really like that fact. That's all I'm going to say about this movie. I want to keep these reviews a little shorter than my other ones, but there's nothing else I'm going to say about that. If you want to hear more from me, you should definitely hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video, check out some of my other ones. I'll put a link in the description to my review of Fear the Walking Dead season premiere. It's also the series premiere of the show, so I'll put a link in that description down below. Also, you can follow me on the Twitter and on the Instagram. That's all I'm going to say today, and I am out.